Greetings, this is Paul, your Pacific Northwest trail guide. I want to help you pick your next trail to explore, so let's check this one out. How many towns do you know of where you can take a short hike right from the edge of town to a 74-foot waterfall? Probably not many, but Cascade Locks is such a town. Many people consider Cascade Locks the heart of the Columbia River Gorge, so I guess it's no wonder this would be the place. You'll dive right into the woods on the edge of town and go about 2 miles, ascending around 800 feet to a huge columnar basalt amphitheater, framing beautiful Dry Creek Falls. The return trip makes this hike a total of 4 miles long. You won't need anything special to actually complete this hike, but you might consider building in some extra time before or after your hike to spend some time in the town of Cascade Locks. You can visit the museum, take a sternwheeler ride, or have a nice meal in one of the many restaurants on the edge of the Columbia River, with incredible views of the river and the Bridge of the Gods. As you come into town, taking the exit off of Highway 84, you'll probably want to skip past a smaller potential parking spot for this hike at the Bridge of the Gods trailhead. Go just past it to Wasco Street and turn right, then right again on Moody Avenue. You'll pass under the highway and immediately see a parking lot on the right with more space to park for this hike. If you need to visit the restroom, however, you might want to park at the other trailhead I mentioned, or just walk the short 100 yards down there from here, because there are no facilities at this lot. When you're ready to get going, you can find the Pacific Crest Trail right across Moody Avenue from the lot, heading into the woods. Our route to the falls will take us about a mile on the PCT to a point where it crosses a gravel road, then a little less than another mile to Dry Creek, where we turn right onto the Dry Creek Falls Trail and follow it the last little bit to the falls. When you first get going, the woods feel a bit sparse and thin, but soon after you start ascending and deeper in, it feels more sylvan. You may notice burn scars on trees or other signs of damage from the Eagle Creek fire in 2017 on your way in too. Continue on your way as you slowly ascend through the burn-scarred forest and make your way around and up the side of a hill. At about a mile in, you approach the gravel road at a bend in it. Head off to the right, going uphill just a bit and under some power lines, and get back on the trail again as it leaves the road just after you cross under the power lines. The trail ascends more after you turn up to climb the side of another hill. You soon curve around it and get some views off to the northeast. After coming around the hill a bit more, the trail begins to descend a little, and you approach an old forest road, dry creek, and a wooden bridge. You turn right here on the former road, leaving the Pacific Crest Trail behind, before reaching the bridge to start on your way up to the falls. Ascending once again, you make your way up and can see basalt cliffs up ahead in the distance through the trees. The trail comes closer to Dry Creek, and its mossy, cascading rivulets may draw you in for a look. Passing by a small staging area, probably used in days long past when the waterworks was still in use, the falls loom just ahead. There's a lot of space around the falls to find a spot and take it in, and it's often needed as this can be a popular destination. The return route awaits when you've gotten your fill of the refreshing mist and dramatic views of the falls and surrounding cliffs. You soon return to the Pacific Crest Trail and turn left to head back the way you came. Take your time and enjoy the first mile back as it meanders through the peaceful, boulder-strewn hillside, as you may not have taken much note of it on the way in. Soon you'll be transitioning your way back to civilization as you pass the power lines and make your way back to Cascade Locks. This hike stays on frequently traveled, well-maintained trails with no obstacles usually, so it rates pretty easy as far as terrain goes. Nothing special to note for elements, and as far as the length and climb go, it's just slightly below average for a day hike in both. Most of the ascent is pretty gradual too, so it's pretty easy going and spread out well over the miles. It rates 2 for both of these. That's all for this edition of Pacific Northwest Trail Guide. I hope I have or will soon help you pick your next trail to explore. I scouted this trail in March of 2024, but trails are always evolving. If you pick this trail and encounter any changes people might like to know about, please help out your fellow explorers by sharing in the comments on this video. I've shown some of the beautiful sights of this trail in what feeble capacity video can render. A picture may be worth 1,000 words, but an experience with all of your senses cannot even be conveyed in pictures or video, so don't take my word for it. Get out there and see it for yourself.